this is how we're getting Frontier opening bell started this Tuesday, the second trading day of the week, the 14th of December. I am Bosin Amafai. Thank you for watching the show here. As always, let's get started on the market side, because the Nigerian stock market yesterday continued to remain a little bit soft. But after we've seen a very tepid dive towards the end of last week, things seem to be a little bit positive, just 1.26%. That looks a bit of a strong start. But again, optimism and sentiments are still a little bit soft ahead of the end of the year. But we got 42,000 back on the all-share index. The BRVM went south yesterday, 1.2%. The Egyptian market fell by less than 0.1%. The Kenyan market in Nairobi, 1.71% better, and the GSE fell 36 basis points. The concerns around the Omicron virus in South Africa, as the President Ramaphosa tested positive for the virus, and now the deputy president is sitting in for Mr. Ramaphosa until he gets well and back in office. So let's go to East Africa for our top headlines this Tuesday. The NCBA is likely to lose about 1 billion shillings because the revival attempt for insolvent companies not looking like it's going to happen anytime soon. So the bank, the commercial lender, is likely to get a hit of about 1 billion shillings. And good news for Kenyans because the authorities are planning for a 15% cut in electricity bills for the month of September. Congratulations to all of you in Kenya for this package, Santa Claus package, I call it. Then Tanzania is looking at loans and grants of about $3 billion from the Arab Bank for Economic Development. It's a handshake across the Sahara into the Middle East by Tanzania under the administration of President Suluhu, who succeeded President Magufuli, who died a couple of months ago. Then you have Petra Diamond in Tanzania, says is giving the government in Tanzania about 16% free carried interest on the equity stake that the Tanzanian government has in that diamond producing company, which originally originates from Canada. Then you have the World Bank announcing $150 million for electricity projects in Somalia. It's a major push at bringing electricity and power to the people in the Horn of Africa, Somalia. Okay, the West Africa is a little bit very busy yesterday and into today because MTN Nigeria and Mafab Communications, a largely unknown telecommunication company, got the two 3.5G spectrum licenses auctioned yesterday by the Nigerian government. The licenses were bought at about $273.6 million per pound. That's $273.6 million, not billion dollars. The total amount that the Nigerian government got was about $557.2 million. So each of the lots or licenses were sold for $273.6 million. Dollars. Mafab was a company just registered a year ago into the telecommunications. Not any of the big names came in. Airtel network fell out of that bidding, which was auctioned on for a couple of hours yesterday. In the meantime, the Saudi Arabia says the OPEC Plus alliance will deal with speculators in the global oil market, but is looking at demand for oil globally to decrease within the decade, which takes us from 2021 now into the year 2030. And Ghana is looking to get about 82 million euros from the European Investment Bank to boost the country's healthcare in West Africa, while Cote d'Ivoire is reporting a public debt of about 18.8 trillion CFA franc by the end of June. And the Business Climate Index within the UEMOA, which is the French-speaking West African states, up 2 basis points to 104.7 reading in the month of October. Okay, I'll take you to Southern Africa, of course, where the GSE has announced the launch of a new market for private placements. The whole idea is to bring those who are doing private placement offering within the South African markets to under the GSE and provide a very big and wide umbrella for everyone, the ecosystem, to include private placements, which could, some of them, find their ways into the marketplace, by the way. South Africa's panel wants the gradual start to basic income grant. The point is that the panel is looking at how to get basic income grant to South Africans so that everyone could at least be taken care of despite their employment or unemployment status. Now, Shoprite, which is one of the largest chain stores in South Africa, has inked a joint venture deal with delivery company RTT to buy 50% stake in 60. The point is Shoprite is looking for ways to get its goods delivered to South Africans faster and much better under the COVID-19 restrictions, as we're seeing Omicron variant rearing its ugly head. And in Namibia, EOS Capital has raised 90 million Namibian dollars for agricultural investments, while Primetime Properties reports about 14.6 million pullers profit for its full year ended 2021. Okay, let's get into North Africa, where Egypt's food exports grew 19% to $3.1 billion in 2021. Tunisia is reporting, however, a food trade balance deficit of $1.98 billion at the end of November. In the meantime, in the energy space, Qatar Energy says it's buying 17% stake in two Shell-operated concessions in Egypt. And the EGX is ICMI, which is listed, has issued a right issue to existing shareholders, releasing additional funds. That particular right issue was overbought by 69.21%. And Attijariwafa Bank has unveiled a digital offer for businesses in Morocco. It's called Attijari EBIS. And that's about it for this today on Frontier Opening Bell. Remember to go to our website, www.frontierafricareports.com. You can watch this show and all our other shows on YouTube. Go to Frontier Africa Reports. You can also subscribe. It's free. Also follow us on all the social media, including LinkedIn, Twitter, as well as Instagram and Facebook. We would like to hear from you as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.